Once again, I'm re-recording this video because I keep getting text messages and phone calls from different people. But I'm gonna get this out. It must mean I need to hurry up and say it. I've seen about 4 or 5 statuses over this past week about black men asking black women why they get so offended when they see a black man with a white woman. But then when they go to answer the question, it turns into a black woman bashing pro-interracial relationship conversation. Don't do it, ladies. Do not comment to that ignorant fuckery. Don't say anything back to these niggas. Don't have arguments with these white women about your black men. Don't do it. It's a setup to try to make you feel uncomfortable with the fact that you believe in what is naturally human as far as what we were taught. It just became okay for them to fuck us, black people, legally about less than 50 years ago. They were just hanging us from trees and watching us swing after church sermons and after their church services, after they took the collection and had their communion and shit. Picnic is short for pick a nigga, meaning pick a nigga to hang, meaning pick a nigga to hang from a tree. Learn your history. Black women get upset because black women have spent years and years suffering and dying and crying and being raped and murdered and having their children stolen and slaughtered by white people, slave owners, and even in more recent times where they're just getting out of their police cars and shooting the fuck out of our children in the back. Yet and still, you think that it's okay for you to be upset with a black woman, for her being upset with you, for looking at you like you are a traitor. Why? Is it because you're comfortable with what you're doing? If you like sleeping with white girls, of course you're going to say whatever you need to say in order to support that. Call me racist. Black people cannot be racist by definition. There is nothing that we can keep you from, white people. We don't own shit. You own everything. Everything. You stole everything. Everything. Every invention. Everything. You stole it and put your name on it. You steal countries. You steal natural resources. You steal people. We don't have a legacy anymore. We don't have a history. Black people can't even tell you what the fuck culture they come from half the time because it was wiped out. But you can say, I'm Italian or I'm German. Never can you argue with a black woman about the love that she has for her black men. Now, if you want to go date white girls, go do that. But never question the way a black woman should feel about how you're doing or what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, your black woman is going to have your back. Who's going to stand up with you in the front lines if they decide to have a race war today? Because it seems like that's what the fuck they're trying to spark. They're killing us all over the nation and the world. They're in Nigeria killing Africans by the thousands right now. White supremacy exists. It doesn't matter how you feel about what I'm saying or how you feel about the way black women feel about what you're doing. Just go do it, but don't pull us into it. Go do what the fuck you're doing. Don't pull us into it. That don't have shit to do with us. If you want to go date a white girl, go do that shit the fuck over there and stop trying to make excuses for what you're doing by saying that black women don't do this and black women don't do that and black women are this and black women are that. Putting these white women on a pedestal and then you wonder why we are here the way we are today. You want to bring up, oh, white black people keep killing each other and we're doing this and we're doing that. But in the same breath, You're taking these white women and even the white men, because really that's who you want to be. That's who you're trying to get to. Somehow you can't help to who you fall in love with. We were not even allowed to touch them. They weren't allowed to be around. They could beat the fuck out of us and rape us, but we weren't allowed. Now that it's okay, you niggas is running free and trying to down your own black woman, calling her nappy-headed, telling her that her skin is too dark because of this shit over here. You're a disgrace to your race. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So if you want to call yourself a real nigga, learn your real history and figure out where the fuck you came from and get your brain back in order.